Alright, so I wanted to do a training for you, show you how to create a individual broadcast to send to your list or multiple lists, and then also real quick how to edit broadcasts that are in your follow-up series. Okay, so in the top right, in the top left corner here under the word Aweber, you have your current list. Okay, so always make sure you choose the list that you want to work in. Okay, anything that you choose here, you have multiple lists. Whichever list you choose in the drop down, that's the environment, or that's the list that you're going to be working in all of your different options here. Okay, so I want to first, real quick, I want to show you how again to edit the follow-up messages for your list. Okay, because you always want to customize these follow-up messages. You don't want them to always be standard, because everybody in Prosperity is sending basically these same follow-up messages to a lot of people. If you guys are doing solo ads or things like that, you want to switch up your ad copy, make it unique, customize things, put some work, put some effort into it. This is a business, treat it like a business, and you're going to get results like a business. Right, so I just I just hover my mouse right here over the word messages, and I get a drop down. I'm just going to click right here on follow-up series, and that loads up all my follow-up series here. Okay. Now, if you happen to be using GVO or a different autoresponder, that's fine. It's all basically the same. Just choose your list, go to your follow-up messages, and then here you see these. You can, if you slide your mouse over each one individually, you get this little crosshair kind of thing. If you click on this, you can actually drag and drop these into a different order, right? Okay, so you can do that. So you can literally come down if you create your own. You can create your own follow-up message and add it to the series. If you add your own custom message, which you obviously can do and should do, it by default is going to add it to the very last follow-up message. So just take it, drag and drop it, and put it wherever you want it, up in the top. Okay, if you want it to be the first message, the third message, or whatever. Right. So then when you're in here, you can also just click on any of these to open this up. Just right here under each one, what you see is what you get. Just click right here on edit, and it's going to open this up, and you're going to actually be able to edit that particular message. Alright, so it opens up. You see in here you can edit your title or your subject line. You can just double click inside any of these areas here, and you can start editing here. You have your options up top here. You can change your font style, your size, bold, italicized, different things here. Okay. Now there are also a ton of video tutorials inside Aweber. That's also another thing that I like about Aweber, is that they have a lot of video training tutorials. So when you're in here, if you just click out of here, just come back up here, go back to follow-up series, it's going to ask you, are you sure you want to leave the page? The data you entered may not be saved. Just go ahead and click leave page, that's fine. You didn't change anything, so don't worry about it. Alright, so back inside here, that's how you can customize these messages. Go and add some of your own words, substitute some links. If you have links to blog posts, or you created your own review or something like that, your own videos, put those links in here and introduce yourself to these people right away from the very first email. You want to come here and customize this so that they see you off the bat. Let them know who you are. Have a video there, welcome them, give them a brief overview of what prosperity is. Right? Implement, follow what the leaders do what they do, and you're going to get what they get. Opt into some of these leaders' lists. You get in their ad copy, literally copy their emails, make videos on the same topics, and email them to your list, and you're going to get the same results. You're literally just copy and pasting here. Alright, plug and play. So that's how you can edit the follow-up series. Let me show you how to create an independent message that you can send to your list. Okay, so again, up here some messages. This time we're going to click on broadcast. Alright, so after we click on broadcast, it brings us here to this page here, and you can see here I have 2 draft messages just sitting here. Alright, so I was just creating messages, doing some tests or whatever, and I never actually sent the broadcast. Okay, so again, what you see here is what you get. So it's all very, very intuitive. just really it's point and click. What you see is what you get. Okay, so if I want to do something with these two drafts, underneath the title of each draft I have options. I can edit, send a test. Okay, if I click on that, it gives me this. Where do I want to send the test? So literally just type in your email, put in your name, and click the button, and it will send a test to you so you can see what this looks like as a third party, right? Okay, so obviously I don't want to do anything with these. I'm just going to leave these. If you want to just delete the thing here, you just click on the delete button, and it's just going to ask you, do you want to delete this? Click on delete, and it will delete the draft. Okay, so here we're going to click on, right at the top left, we're going to click on this drop down. It says create a broadcast. You want to click on the drop down, or always look for the option, no matter what autoresponder you're using, always look for this similar option. It's drag and drop email builder, or easy email creator, or easy template creator, something like that. Whatever one is the easy builder drag and drop. That's the one you want. You don't want to do plain text because that's plain text and won't have clickable links. You can't add images or things like that. Code your own HTML. Obviously, we don't know how to code HTML. That's just craziness. So always use the drag and drop, the easy email builder, or whatever it's called in your particular autoresponder service. So I'm going to just click on this. This will take me into where I can start creating a broadcast message that I can send to any of my lists, right? So here we're going to enter the subject line. So I'm going to do this so you guys can actually see this step by step, okay? Let's do this. Alright, so I got a custom message here. Okay, over here to the right, you see you have this button that says personalize. Alright, so if I click on this, it's going to give me some options here, where I can either insert the person's first name, last name, their email address. Alright, so let's say most of our capture pages always have their email address. So let's say email address. Alright, so what this is going to do, so let's say most powerful lead generation machine is free for, and then your email address is going to show up here, or the lead, whoever this is going to be emailed to on your list, their email address will show up here. Okay, so you'll see this in a second when I test this. So I'm going to come down here. You always have this basic template here. So just click inside the box. You're going to get this pop-up thing on the right side where you can do some edits to this basic template, but we want to delete this because we're going to make our own email, right? So just click on the X to delete this template here. Right on the top, you see if you move your mouse, you have these different options where you can add images, coupons, logos, signature. So I'm going to customize this. I'm going to make a few things in this email so you can kind of see how to do a few things here, right? So first I want to add some words, right? So I want to add a paragraph box. Now by default this is going to have a different language, right? Because this is just giving you some filler to show you what you can put here, right? So click in here, highlight all this. We're going to just backspace, delete this, and we're going to start typing an email, right? Alright, so I'm going to pause this, I'm going to finish typing this out, and I'll come back and we'll start making some edits here. Alright, so I finished typing out my ad copy here, and you can either copy somebody else's ad copy or you can just type up your own email. It doesn't really matter. There's tons of training about ad copy in the Prosperity system. There's also tons of great ad copy trainings in the Empowered Network products as well. So I just typed up this little stuff here. So you want to come here, we're going to start editing a couple things. One thing you always want to do is make sure your font is an easy size to read, right? 14 or 15 points, Right, I usually go with the 15 point. It's just a good, decent size. It doesn't look all crazy. So then just make sure you have a link handy that you want to use here. So let me grab a link real quick. Okay, so I have a link, so let's go over here. Right, now you just watch your emails, add copy, learn from these other leaders. Right, you want to just make these things catchy to the eye, right? Most powerful lead generation software. So I just highlight it. You highlight the text, come up here in your top menu bar here where you have your options in this chain link right here. When you click on this, this is how you can link these words and make them clickable when somebody gets your email. That's how you link the text to a website, right? So just highlight it, click on the chain link here. You'll get a pop-up box. You want to paste in here your link that you want to drive your traffic to, right? Probably a sales page or a blog post or something like that. Right, so let's go ahead, let's do this a couple more times. I'm going to just grab a few spots here, and we're just going to anchor the same link here in all of these places. Right, go here, register your free account. Alright, so this is for a free software tool here. Free custom pages, acceleration, timing, and positioning. Right. Remember the mindset of the marketer. You want to grab things that are eye-catching, interest-piquing words, make them clickable, get them to click. You want to drive to the click. That's it. Get them to click. That's all we're about. We collect emails and we get them to click on our links. Right? That's what we do. That's how we make our money. All right. So in here, let's say we want to insert an image in here. Right? If you just move your mouse over here to the right side, this kind of like checkered area, or I call it the white space, and just click in here, that just kind of puts your customizing your message on pause, and it activates your different options up top here. So here I'm just going to click on grab this image box, and we want to add an image, right? So the image pops in here, and you can just move this image to the top if you want. Right, now with the image to the right, you see here it says image. So this is your options for your image. Okay. Right now this image has a URL. I'm going to browse for an image. Okay. I want to upload a file from my computer. So let's upload a brand new image. Right. So here let's say we want to smell the coffee. Right. I'm just going to click on it. So it inserts my image. You can just click on here. You can drag it, resize it a little bit. Right. Okay, so the image link, you can make the image clickable to go forward somewhere if you want to, or if you type in here, let's say right here it says image alternate text. So here we're going to say click to smell the coffee images. Right, so whatever you wanted to say in here, make it catchy, make it something that they're going to see, they're going to want to click on, or display images or something like that. What if you say like display images to smell the coffee, right? And then just when you click back over here into your message, actually over here just come down one more line, you see image alignment, you have left, center, or to the right. So I'm going to move this to the right side, right? So my text moves back up, right? So now I have this image on the right. I can make this bigger, right? Alright, so let's down here, I'm just going to temporarily click on save just to save our work here. Alright, now click back over here to the right in the white space. Now I'm going to add my signature here down at the bottom. I already have a preset signature when I set up this list. Which you guys do that when you set up your account here. So here again, make your text big, make your font big. Here we can put a little space in here, right? Then I'm going to add another image, right? I'm going to add my photo. So once you add an image one time, Aweber kind of stores it here in what they call the image gallery. So I'm just going to click on this button. It's going to pop open all my uploaded images here. And I have a picture of me and my son, so I'm just going to insert that in the bottom of my email here. I'm going to move this to the side and slide this up a little bit so you can see you can just drag and drop and manipulate this stuff here, right? So I'm going to save it, click next, Alright, so if you move and you didn't get to test it or you forget to test it, scroll down, you see in the bottom here it says previous or next. So I'm just going to go previous to go back a page. Alright, so here I'm going to make sure I save this. And right up in the top of our editor here, you see we have templates and the word test, a test button. Click on it. It gives you the option here. It's asking you where do you want to send the test. Personalize it if you want to, or just click on send the test to that email address. I'm going to send the test. And let me grab my email so you can see what this looks like when the test comes. Alright, so I got the test. So let me pull over here. And you can see right here, most powerful lead generation machine is free for, and you can see when I did the customize and I added the personalization, I added the email address. You see it has my email address right up here in the subject line, right? So I'm going to open this up, and you can see when I edited the image here, it has the words display images to smell the coffee, right? So just get them to take action inside your email. Remember, this is all about marketing, right? And you can see all my words, they're clickable. If I click on this, it will take them directly to the page that I linked to those words, right? So down here, you can see here is another image. So when I click on display images, they will see my coffee and my signature, right? So that's how you can customize your broadcast. So then once you're done customizing, you run a test. At the top here, you can either go back in and do more edits, right? That brings you back in here and just do more edits. Fix your links or whatever you need to do, save it. Let's click on next at the bottom here. Alright, so here this is the next option. Once you have created and you're finished editing your broadcast message, it's asking you, do you want to share this in your social media? It automatically is going to save an archive of all of your messages. Okay, so you can always go into the archive and see all of your previous broadcasts. You can scroll down here, you can choose to share this to Facebook if you want to. Alright, it says do not post, or it has your other Facebook pages. So I'm going to go ahead and just post this to my Facebook. You know, why not? Twitter, I'll go ahead and post this to my Twitter. Right? If you don't want to, again, just click on don't post this message and it will just minimize that one. Right? I'm going to go ahead and send this to Twitter. And we're just going to go ahead and send next. This brings you here to your scheduling page. Okay, so here, if you save this and you don't use the scheduler, it's just going to save the message and you can send it whenever you want. Alright? If you want to use the scheduler and schedule this ahead of time, you can schedule broadcasts for as many as you want ahead of time. So let's click on this, turn on the scheduler. My calendar pops up, so I want to send this Friday, and let's say I want to send this at let's say 8:10 a.m. in the morning and set the time. Okay, so now you can see it's scheduled here on my calendar, and to the right side it's asking me, this is my list, and I have these options to include or exclude list. Okay, so you may have multiple lists, you may only have one list. I have multiple lists, so I'm going to check off, I want to send this broadcast to every one of these lists that I have some subscribers that I want to see this message, right? So I'm just going to check off a few of these in here. And let's alright, so this, and down here you have track clicks on website links. This is usually checked on by default, so just leave it checked off because you obviously want to track the clicks to see how many people are clicking your links, how many people are opening your links. Email me when quick stats are available. You don't necessarily need that. I don't really like it. Just let you know that the stats are now available, which takes a few minutes. So I don't really need that message. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the button, schedule and queue for Friday, September 20th at 8:10 a.m. And it is going to save my broadcast. And now it's scheduled. Okay, so it comes back here. Remember, we're in our list, and I have one draft that I was working on, and now I have one scheduled message that I just scheduled, and you can see here it's scheduled and it has the time, and you can cancel it if you want to, go back and make edits, Otherwise, this will go out on your selected time and day. Alright, so send broadcasts to your email. You need to email your list. You need to be on your list. You need to be emailing every day, 2-3 times a day, custom emails in addition to your autoresponder. And you let them know this is your business. This is serious. You take this serious, they will take this serious. Do what the gurus do. You will get what the gurus get. Enjoy this training. Enjoy prosperity. I'll see you guys at the top.